and welcome again. As you can see, this time my dog Zach has decided to join us. I don't know if he's aware that he's on camera, but every time I've tried to record this, he keeps jumping up, and I've given up trying to tell him to get down, so he's here with me. I don't know if he's going to turn around and say, hello, look Zach, who's this up here? Say hello to the camera. Not a clue. He's as bad as me sometimes. Okay, so one of the things that cropped up when I last did a video was, in fact, it was a live feed. Someone mentioned about health anxiety. I'm thinking mental health, it's always in my head. Health anxiety. By that, I mean, that covers quite a lot of things, I guess. I mean, you could be talking about worrying about your general health, worrying about a particular problem, or in fact maybe just worrying about things that aren't even there at all, and that's quite common. So today I'm going to pick one of those subjects out, and I'm going to go with that you maybe are suffering from a health issue, and it's possibly a long-term thing, and it's something that you have to cope with on a daily basis. Possibly one of the most difficult things to deal with in life, I would suggest. Thankfully, touch wood, I've not been in that position. However, I have sorry Zach, I'm going to have to get you down. I have suffered from something called post-viral syndrome, PVS, and I'd never heard of it. And I was perfectly fit and healthy. It was when I was younger. I was about 27, 28. That seems like an awfully long time ago. But I just had what was like a flu, and it seemed just like your average flu. Very unpleasant, very achy, very sniffly, temperature, freezing, shivering, the usual thing. It lasted probably about 8 days, 10 days. And afterwards, it seemed to go, and I started to feel okay. Started to think, okay, that's fine. That's just, one yet another thing that, we have. And then I became aware of the fact that I actually felt very tired. And not only did I feel tired, just everyday things started to be really difficult. And where it really struck me was I noticed when I was climbing the stairs, I got to the top of the stairs and I was out of breath. And sometimes it was that bad, I actually got to the top of the stairs and had to sit down because I just seemed to I couldn't make energy anymore. It sounds ridiculous. After about 2 weeks of this and thinking it'll pass, it didn't. So I went to the GP and they said it sounds like you have post-viral syndrome. And basically it's where the virus, for some reason, doesn't quite leave your body and it leaves everything on a bit of a meltdown, to be honest, where your normal bodily metabolism would be kicking you up and getting you up and doing things and burning your food and giving you the energy you require. Post-viral syndrome is a funny one. It leaves you feeling like you don't have energy. It's a bit, I suppose you could compare it to what used to be called the yuppie flu or ME. It's a very debilitating thing. So I can relate to that, and that took me probably about a good 3 to 4 months to shift, which is quite scary. But it's one of those things that you just didn't expect. Yet there it was, and I was dealing with it. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about, you might be in a position with something else or some other, either a disability or a illness or something that you're going through. And that can raise a lot of anxiety because you don't know what the future is going to be. You don't know how much better you're going to feel, or you might even worry about feeling worse. I don't know. But what I want to do is give you a little technique or a little tip to help you if you're struggling with that. And basically what I want you to do is think of 3 things that are positive about your situation. So in my case, I had post-viral syndrome, and I thought to myself, this is lousy. It's crap.